Good morning guys, it's another magic day out here. In the last video we spoke about looking after number one and getting back to basics. Today I want to talk about the first of the basics, and that's choice, decision and commitment. I'm Ian Shell and I'm glad to be alive. So choice, decision and commitment, it's the first of the basics, and it's probably the most important one, because without making your choices, decisions and committing to them, you might as well forget the rest of it. No matter what we want to change in our life, whether it's something small or something major, it all starts with a choice. So pretty much any choice in life boils down to one of two things. You keep doing what you're doing, and that's the safe option, or you make change, and that is to step outside your comfort zone and to face fear and the fear of the unknown. A decision without a commitment is just a hope. The funny thing about commitment is that 99% is a bitch and 100% is a breeze. And what I mean by this is, if you are 99% committed, you're not quite 100% committed, that leaves room for procrastination, for failure, for not following through. Now, if you're 100% committed, you will make it happen regardless. There's no room for procrastination, there's no room for failure. You may trip, you may stumble, but you'll get back on that bandwagon and you'll keep forging your way forwards. So 2 years ago, in the depth of my depression, I felt like I was stuck in a hole. I felt like there was no way out. I felt trapped, and ultimately there was only one choice that I could make, and that was a decision to make change in my life, to find a solution and to do what was hard. And I was absolutely committed to that because I'd had enough. It was either give up or get cracking, and it was the second option which I took, and I'm so thankful for that every day. And it'd be the same for anyone else. If you really want to make a change, if you want to get out of your depression, if you want to lose weight, no matter what it is that you want to change in your life, you first need to make that decision and commit to it 100%, because if you don't make that commitment, you won't succeed. Look, at the end of the day, we all make decisions, and sometimes they're the wrong decisions, but until you actually make a decision and move down one path, you won't know that you've made the wrong decision until you've started down that path. And that's where your course corrections come in. If you head down one path and you realize that it's the wrong way, then you can try and course correct and take a different path. But until you've made a decision and start moving in a direction, there's no chance for finding the right path. So if you're ever having trouble making a decision, there's a couple of good guides that you can use. Now, if you're not sure which way to go, look at your fear. Quite often it's the option that you fear the most, which is the path that you may need to take, and that's one way of looking at it. Another way is a saying which goes, "What's in the way is the way." Now, there's a book about it, and I know I got the title wrong, but the principle is simple. What's bothering you, what keeps persisting at you, what keeps getting in the way, is usually the way that you need to take, because until you face that and until you forge your way through it, it'll keep getting in the way. It'll keep being a problem. So face what's hard, face your fear, and make the change. So just to recap, a decision without a commitment is just a hope. Decide what it is that you want, commit to it 100%, and that takes any chance of failure out of it. Once you have that commitment, it makes it easy to forge through the hard times, to do the tough things, to face your fears and the fear of the unknown. You may stumble along the way, but with a 100% commitment, you get back up and you keep trying. Please like and share, leave any comments, suggestions or questions in the boxes below. Love and light to you, and I hope you have a fantastic day.